Welcome back. President Biden in Italy today for the G7 summit. During day one of the annual meeting yesterday, the president appeared to wander off at a skydiving demonstration. You can see Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni going and pulling Biden back toward the group once she noticed that he had strayed away. Joining me now is former Deputy National Security Advisor, American Conservative Union board member, and the author of Revolution, Trump, Washington, and We the People, KT McFarland, back with me. KT, good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. We've been watching President Biden on the world stage now for some time, and it's become scary. Is this becoming a national security threat?
Absolutely. You know, a nation's security is based on two things. Its capabilities, military capabilities, offensive, defensive, and then the perceptions of the country. I mean, think about Reagan during the Reagan defense buildup. America looks strong. Think about Donald Trump when he was staring down the European leaders, strong, vigorous, determined. And now you see Joe Biden kind of shuffling around. He doesn't know where he is. You're terrified he's going to just open his mouth and say something, or probably not open his mouth and freeze. So the worry is that our adversaries look at that and they say, right, this is a picture of a president and a man in decline and a country in decline. And that at that point, our adversaries say, this is our moment of opportunity. This is when we take advantage of America. And our allies say, gee, this is maybe when we cut a deal with the other guys because we're worried America is what America looks to be under Joe Biden.
Well, look, Russian President Vladimir Putin, Chinese President Xi Jinping are all taking advantage of this. Yesterday, Putin announced requirements from Moscow to start peace talks with Ukraine earlier. Putin says Moscow would be ready for a ceasefire and would begin negotiations tomorrow if Ukrainian troops withdrew from 4 regions claimed by Moscow and if Ukraine gives up its plans to join NATO. All of this as the U.S. and Ukraine signed a 10-year security agreement yesterday to boost military assistance and increase intelligence sharing. The G7 also reached an agreement to finance the country with a loan of up to $50 billion. That's backed by the profits of frozen Russian assets. KT, your reaction?
Mm-hmm. Look, the problem with all of this is I've just returned from several weeks in the Baltics and in Eastern European countries. I met with a number of officials and others. They all realize that without the United States, Ukraine is lost. And as a result, what they're doing is saying, well, if Ukraine wins, that's really good. If Russia loses, that's really, just the other way around. If Russia wins, that's really bad. If Ukraine wins, that's really good. But they're all looking at it only on the battlefield, and they're looking at the amount of money that's paid. At this point, the $100 billion we've given to Ukraine, there's no plan. There's no plan for victory. The only thing that the money that we're doing and the aid we're giving is kind of the status quo. And the status quo is that Ukraine is losing slowly. If there was a plan, it would be very different. And nobody has a plan except the European countries think, well, maybe Ukraine can join NATO. Maybe America could give more. Maybe that'll fix things. The only person with a plan to how to end this is Donald Trump. And he said it so many times. Bankrupt your adversary. Bankrupt Russia. Cut the oil price, have the oil price cut in half. And that means Russia's revenues cut in half. And that means Russia cannot pursue a war.
Yeah, I mean, there's also, the Wall Street Journal reporter, Evan Gershkovich. He will now stand trial in Russia, where he's been jailed for over a year on espionage charges. Russian authorities falsely accusing Gershkovich of gathering information on a defense contractor for the CIA. In reality, he was on assignment reporting for the Wall Street Journal at the time of his arrest. Gershkovich is facing up to 20 years in prison in Russia if convicted. The Biden administration has been negotiating for his release, but Russia's foreign minister said that Moscow would consider a prisoner swap only after a verdict in his trial is reached. KT, your reaction?
Russia would not be doing this if it didn't think it was in ascendancy, if it didn't think it was winning the war, if it didn't think it could take advantage of the United States. This is where perceptions really matter in foreign policy, is that the Russians look at Joe Biden and they think, this is our moment of extreme opportunity. Our window is closing. Let's take advantage and do all the bad things we can to America. That's why they're putting him on trial. Not because he's done anything wrong, because the Russians think they can get away with it.
So then under that thinking, would Xi Jinping go into Taiwan before Biden leaves office, in your view?
He might make an economic move on Taiwan before Biden leaves office, but you don't know. This is so what the world leaders are looking at. Our adversaries and our allies are looking at this window of opportunity in one way or another. The allies look at that and say, Joe Biden, is he going to really come to our aid if something happens? The adversaries look at that and they look at Donald Trump and they think, gee, we've got until January to make our move because we know when Trump comes back, if Trump comes back, he's tough, he's mean, he's going to have a tough game. We're not going to be able to take advantage of him. And yet they look at Biden and say, this is our moment, whether our moment is Hezbollah against Israel, whether our moment is China against Taiwan, whether our moment is Russia in Ukraine, or even in other areas. It's a really scary couple of months.
Yeah, it sure is. KT, always great to get your insights. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
KT McFarland there. We'll be right back.